Call ended.
That was the guys right there. They were like, 6 o'clock? Yeah, I thought you said 6 o'clock. I'm here. I'm here. So I was talking about the appliances. We actually bought them from Good Used Appliances. And my thinking is one of the things is that actually is our egress door here is the kitchen door. Because the original door is only like 6 foot, maybe 6 foot. And it's only like 28 inches wide. And we're not opening up that brick opening. So we put a 36-inch door in the kitchen. But there's a drop off from there. So if I can get the deck framed up today, and we'll come tomorrow morning for a little bit so my wife can spend some time with her mother, and then we'll drive home so I can see my mother. If I can get that framed up, and the inspector wants it, you can't put the topping on it. You got to just do the framing, then call for inspection for the framing, and then the final with the deck boards and the railings on it. If I can go ahead and frame it up, I'll put it on piers, and so I have my 6x6s, into the hole and stuff on that. We could bring the refrigerator down because it's got a refrigerator, a microwave, and a stove, and it's going to take a couple of trips. But if they're going to be finished the drywall in 5 days, like they say, we can at least pick that up because we do have a time limit of needing to pick those things up. And it would be nice to be able to put that in the kitchen because I'll have the cement board down on the kitchen floor. And then we got the drywall in there, and then we've got a refrigerator to keep some stuff cold while we're down here. So, I mean, that would be almost like a game changer. And hopefully next week my brother will be here too. And he's really having the unit set. We've got the outside units. He could conceivably get some of that heating and air conditioning working in here. So then all of a sudden we've got that. And then hopefully we find out from the city about the water main out here. If it is in fact the 8-inch line that they'll do a new tap in, so we'll get a meter out here. So if they're able to hang the drywall like they say, we could go through and bring back tile for the bathroom upstairs. Get the tile laid on the floor at least, even if the shower's not completely done. Put a toilet in, so that way we'd have a toilet. And then we'd have, of course, a refrigerator and maybe having some heat and air conditioning. And would be freaking amazing. Oh boy, I don't have much of a voice this morning. And I tell you, my body is exhausted. But I feel so good about this house. Whew. Okay, get the door open for the guys here. I think Home Depot, I don't know what time they open on Saturdays, but I got to get a couple more 2x4s. We're blocking the steps for them, and I need one more in the shower. There's one spot where there's not a stud there, so they need it for the drywall to be able to be hung. And I need some plastic stops and some more corner bead to have it ready for those guys. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'll see you soon. It's early this morning, and I guess that's a good thing because we're getting a lot done already. What I realized that actually not looking at this as much as I should have is I needed to put some more studs up here to make it easier for the drywall. Some of the lumber that they had here is actually quite thin, so we put in an extra 2x4 on here. We run this 2x4 to go across to make sure it's level. Over here it was actually way off, and so I ended up having to cut using my vibrating cutter about an inch right there, so that way all this is closer to being level. You can see over here it'll be easy for them to get the drywall hung up on here. Back when they were putting the plaster in the lath, you could level it out a lot. But we are getting this so it'll be well reinforced upstairs, and all I need to do is actually just go through, put another 2x4 to get the piece right here level with this one, just to give them a little extra oomph to be able to screw to. And it's definitely coming along. Let's take a peek at the drywallers and see how they're doing the first hour here. Oh man, we have the ceiling almost up in here. Wow. They are literally rocking and rolling. Now I lost one of my screws for the light fixture, so I need to find another one. I think I have over at the other house, or the right size screws for that. So we're gonna get that so they can have some more light in there while they're working. But I couldn't be happier right now. Oh man, they're rolling. All right, and then I'll get this stuff squared away here, and then I'll be upstairs working on leveling out the walls in the bedroom there. And then I can jump back and let them do their thing. Well, it's been a crazy morning already here at the red brick house. This is Home Depot. It's not the third time today, and it's only 11 o'clock, although I needed some more 2x4s to kind of level out a couple places on the walls. But I also got the lumber for framing the deck. Now, it's drizzled, and then it's rained, and then the sun comes out. It's only 74 degrees, but it's kind of sticky out today. But after I get finished helping the drywall guys, making sure all that stuff is together for them to be able to hang the drywall, I'm going to work on some of the framing of the deck and see if we can actually get that started well today. So it is going to be a busy day here working on the red brick house. Whew. I must be a crazy man. Already got 5 hours in, and it's only 11 o'clock. Damn. All right, so we're taking a look here. I've been blocking the walls and stuff for them in other places, and now it looks so different now that we got drywall that's in here. We've been looking for so long through the rafters. The ceiling feels so much taller. Now we brought it back down to the 8 foot, but you can see where we've got the recessed lighting that's going to be basically the walkway. So if you walk in the front door, if you're walking down with the cabinets, or you're walking here from the sink, basically it's going to illuminate the whole walkway. And if you're behind the island here, it's going to do that as well. So they are rocking and rolling, literally rocking. And they're also working here in the bathroom. They're working in this room. They are rolling. And then I got to show you guys something that's it's surprising that it actually survived, because the kitchen here, this is all completely new and rebuilt because we had to. The old kitchen actually stepped down about 8 inches more. We took that up. The floor itself, you remember Michael actually fell through the floor, or stepped through the floor. But in the kitchen was this cabinet, and it's been moved around a couple of times, and it's been basically falling apart. But I finally brought some of my pipe clamps here to actually glue it back together. It's really neat, because check this out, look at that. It's got a hideaway door right there. I'm assuming that this would have been a flour bin, that she would have filled that up with flour. My mother has one that has a sifter on it. So we're putting this back together, about to scrape it and clean it. My incredible better half has been working on the steps, stripping off all of the paint. And you talk about being arduous, it's difficult, okay? But arduous. I was close, but look at how beautiful she's gotten that. She's the one who's also, look at the wood here. That wood is absolutely fantastic. She's actually taken off all the plaster off of here. Depending on how the day goes, it's already 12 o'clock. I've been going 6 hours straight. I already have 7,000 steps in. I may do some mortar repair work on some of the bricks, like over in here. That's later in the day. The other thing is, I've got a truck full of lumber out here, and I'm going to do the basic framework outline of the deck here, so that way we can start figuring out exactly our points for digging the footers. we'll actually be able to, our inspector wants to see all of the frame up work for this before we put any of the deck boards on. So we'll frame it all up, put our lag bolts and everything into it, dig our footers, and then he can come out and inspect it, and then we can put our deck boards on top of it. So what we'll do, it's going to come out here 10 foot this way, and then it's going to wrap around to the side of the house. So this will be a lot of fun to get this put together. And so I'm going to probably take a little break from the inside. It's kind of hectic in there right now, while they're working on some of the drywall and stuff. And then I'll go this afternoon when it's raining and finish leveling out the walls up there. So much is going on here, it's crazy. So let me get to work. You can see I got all this pile of lumber, like I didn't have enough already to do. Now I got to build a damn deck.